Hello, hello. Oh, I forget to. Yeah, let's use this thing. Hello, hello. Welcome. We are on the Night Talks with romantic developers and stream series and stream with number 236 in our stream series. Looks cool, correct? Looks cool. So let me check if my stream is up and running. And yeah, we can continue. Night Talks. Cool, cool. So it's here, guys. It's here. And the next thing which we will do, we will start our stream like here. I just call stream, and it's really? Of course. Let me close this. So, and let me visit that page in that window. Okay. So it's where we visit that. Oh no, here. And we need to choose, let me see what we need to choose. Yeah, right now we need to choose romantic developer because it want to connect to my main channel to find out the stream ID. And what we see, yeah, it started basically both things. And now it's want to log into my chatbot, and we still need to log into my chatbot. Okay, everything is completed. So let's return to our screen, and we see that our live chatbot is here. Yes, it's here, and it said hi. So now let me see what is my default. So it was speaker. Okay, speaker is fine, and microphone is also fine. It's using this microphone, and that's why we already see that it's catching what we are talking right now, right away. So it's good. Yeah. Also, sometimes it can catch something, some noise from my printer. I'm still printing enclosure for my printer on my printer. So yeah, because I have several printers and some printers are in garage, some here. I try to do multiple things at once. Okay, let's test. Okay, I did some mistakes. I wrote something like, hello, dear streamers and viewers. Let's see, it's that message, and it received yes, so it should announce it.
Hi, dear streamer and dear viewers. Have a great stream.
And it announced, but I want to make it slightly, yeah, raise volume slightly up. Okay, volume is up. We are ready to jump into the stream. Oh, my printer. So what we are doing today, let's quickly look at our news. And for that, we just remember how we do the news yesterday. It was like that. Let's copy, let's use March 8th. Yeah, let's fix few things which it doesn't like. Okay, let's copy. Let's create new chat. O3 mini high with search capability. It would be first chat we will ask for all the fresh news. GPT 4.5 with search capability would be second, and third one, it would be O3 with deep research. The next would be Grok. We will start a new conversation here. Oh, really? So we'll do that, and sync, deep search. Let's not use any of those. Last time we used sync, it provided some completely bad posts. And let's in DeepSeek, let's remove sync and let's just leave search and see if the search is enabled. For some reason, for me, search is not working for quite a time on DeepSeek, which not doing that a bad service, but as you see, of course, it's not as valuable as before because it cannot search internet. It's still good and other task, of course. Okay, and let's go one by one as normal, with starting with O3 mini high, and it looking at the recent news, and what we see, we see that Meta accelerates voice-powered AI push, and it's news from March 6 on Financial Times, which probably not available for us right now. Microsoft developing in-house AI reasoning models, which interesting. It's a bit to reduce reliance on third-party raters. March 7. Yeah, looks like. Yeah, I couldn't click from here, but we see that it's actual news. Training new family of reasoning models internally. These models already been tested for integration into Microsoft 365 Copilot, promise to match or exceed the performance of leading AI models from OpenAI and Anthropic, which is really cool. AI freak and geek divide highlights Divergent path. A recent analysis outlined how AI and its Axios, bifurcated into two developmental tracks. One side model optimized for coding, quantitative task, and reasoning geeks, while on other effort focused on enhancing language, creativity, and soft skills geeks and freaks. This divide exemplified by Alibaba New Qwen, QWQ 32 billion model, OpenAI GPT 4.5, and Sesame conversational speech models. So it's all freaks. And we normally O3 mini, of course, Grok, and DeepSeek, of course, it would be geeks model, and Anthropic, of course. OpenAI GPT 4.5. Oh, really? March 6. Okay. It's quite not a new news. Israel military developing ChatGPT-like surveillance tool. Okay. Anthropic chief predicts super intelligent. Okay. OpenAI deep research agent as hairs in new era. Next generation AI agent that now performs around 5 of complex economic tasks, ranging from product to Altman envisions this development as a personal AGI moment for many users. But it's pretty old, February 10. Yeah, it's like months ago. And we, by the way, will use that deep research right now. GPT 4.5, much more human, but not so cool product if we talk about complete response. US Department of Justice alter stance on Google AI investments, has withdrawn its proposal to compel Google to divest in investments in AI companies, including Anthropic. The decision comes amid ongoing antitrust proceedings addressing Google alleged monopoly practice in online search. You know, all that processes about monopolic and other things, for me, it's process just to keep your attention on those processes rather than actually doing something useful for users and for companies. because companies like Google are on that stage that they easily divide into two companies, Google Search and Google Everything, like they already do as Alphabet Group, of course. And will fight with monopolist committee, and again, monopolist committee not for fight with big companies, it's more for not, it's like democracy, you know, idea is great, implementation is bad. It's a anti-monopolistic committee, of course, is the same thing here. AI enhanced drones transforming warfare in Ukraine. Of course, we talked about it a lot. It's pretty fresh news from Business Insider. And when drone lost contact with operator, because a huge amount of devices to interfere that communication between drone and operator in both spectrums. In when you control, you do it in one frequency, and when you receive a video signal back, you do it in a different frequency, and both frequencies are interfered very badly. And yeah, soldiers on both sides use some devices just to expose a lot of waves, so they should block all the drones. And while drone lost control because you don't see what it's doing or because you cannot control it, it's a way when it need to enable its AI sync, and it will choose target and will attack target on its own. We already covered it multiple times. Of course, it costs slightly more than usual drone, but if you lose your 5 drones, usual drones, of course, it would be much more interesting if you can just run 2 drones with AI rather than lose 5 drones without AI. Because drones not only AI, it's also all other hardware, software, and of course bomb itself, because it's all killer drones. And AI circuit board doesn't cost a lot. It's cost like from NVIDIA small motherboard with AI capabilities cost about $200. So full autonomy has not been achieved. It's pretty close. These drones require less operator skill, more resistant to electronic warfare, and can adapt quickly between surveillance and strike roles. Concerns about potential for fully autonomous killer robots, it's already exists, believe me, through current practices maintain human oversight in engagement decisions. Not always, really. It's very shy article, let's say. It's much more severe right now in this war. Turning award honors pioneers in reinforcement learning. We already read about that, and it's from March 5. McDonald's integrate AI to enhance service efficiency. We read that it's from March 6. AI-generated music raises ethical and legal concerns. It's something new. Celine Dion has condemned the unauthorized use of her voice and likeness in AI-generated music. Is an Instagram post. Dion clarified that this AI-created recordings are not part of her official discography. Highlights growing concerns about it. So right now, no one can stop it. No one can stop it. It's like, please don't create any humans which reminds you about me. Don't create any music which reminds about my music. Don't create any voice which remind me about my voice. So, and AI synths, of course, can generate very similar style, very similar voice, similar creativity. So yeah, it's what AI do. Cybersecurity firms emphasize their role in future defense. Companies like Palo Alto Network, Okta, CrowdStrike are highlighting the increasing importance of AI in enhancing security measures and defending against cyber threats, which also will be led by AI. So it will be AI versus AI. It will be drone versus drone, robot versus robot. Human soon will be not necessary in this war. Develops AI tool using surveillance data. We already read about that. Let's look at Grok. Is it good today or not? OpenAI unveils Agent Swarm framework for multi-agent AI systems. It looks like it's dreaming today, guys. I will not read this news. It looks nice, but it's complete misinformation. Grok 2 achieves human-level reasoning on new AGI benchmarks. Okay, we already have Grok 3. Really? Grok 2? It's already Grok 3 and for more than a month. Google DeepMind Alpha Code 2 outperforms human coders and competitive programmers. Let's look, it would be 404, believe me. And 404. I would believe it, but it's not true. Anthropic Claude 4 introduced multimodal reasoning capabilities. It's not 4, it's 3.7. 404. Page cannot be found. Empty screen mocks my searching, only void response. Of course. Simulacra for training human-like AI behavior. Oh, really? LLMs alone achieving AGI, but highly relevant, really. Grok 3. I don't know how to use Grok. You saw my request. It do some searching, and it's provide completely hallucinated responses. No verified link. No verified news. Come on. Today is Grok turn. Sometimes we see that from O3 Mini. Hi. But today we see it from Grok. And and we forget about answering its basic question. Oh, really? So let's make it smaller. I prioritize development in artificial intelligence, learning models. It would be global coverage. All companies. Yes, avoid news related to policy or ethic. Let me know. And yeah, it started research now, only now. Okay. Not so cool, but it's okay. Not so cool, but it's okay. So great. I do some exercises with Claude today. It's work for more than 10 minutes alone and added more than 1,000 lines today. So, and it's all was for some of my improving some of the program here. So it's writing a code, and I talk to it, and it do some like change something, and yeah, I like the way how you get in the complete details first from the task that complete. Okay, thinking. This is a great suggestion. Extracting the configuration resolution logic into separate classes. Will make it reusable and easier. Let's implement and configure service that handles. Of course. So it looks do about all that things, and it's implemented. For future development, we can easily extend this pattern. A great example of service layer in a cleaner architecture, abstracting the details and something else. So now we need our library, and it would be here. And I believe maybe like this. By the way, I added another bash, and now it's in virtual environment. So I could do something like pip install our requirements, and it will work. It will work and say everything is installed. But more importantly, I can now execute everything I need. And of course, let's start with Docker. Let's start with Docker. It should be executed somewhere. Docker, where are you? Okay, let me find it in tray. I see Llama Docker. Docker is executing. Cool. We will in container we just start Redis and local MS SQL. Nice. And for fast API, we will execute it on that machine itself. It would be that command. Oh, really? Okay. It probably because we still need to wait until it will be fully recovered and started, correct? I like idea of Docker when you can execute some containers when you need them and don't execute when you don't need them, so looks good. And I believe that thing could be removed because it's something which we don't need. And we start, let's start another and close this one. Let's copy and insert. Okay, now it's starting to execute. I'll move it somewhere else. And let's refresh our dashboard. It's still here. Okay. So internal server error. Input files. Okay. Channels. Configs. Default config. Internal server error. And why it's so? It's before error because internal server error. So let's add new tab. No. We don't need. Ah, really? What's going on? And I want just this one, and it would be docs. Okay. Reset and init db. Let's try it out. It probably should resolve all our issues. Execute. DB has reset and initialized. And let's read the details. Probably we don't have a config. Oh, really? I need to log in now with my account is not enabled. It's because I recreated database. Let me execute user. So dashboard. And let's see what we have here. Exception, site packages, user logger, user created as found. Oh, really? It's authorization callback. Dict object has no attribute and code. Logger, utils, level error, exception, group, trace back, where. Oh. Let us close while we wait. But see this error. Can you help? Okay, we see a better error here. It happened in base. Okay, it's middle. Virtual environment. Middleware, exception handler. Routing. So it's all the routers. It's in your error handler and main py. A tuple. Instead of proper response object in fast API, handler should return fast API starlet response object, not a tuple. Let's fix that. Just on response. Okay. So let's see if it will work. Internal server error. You know, let's just clear everything. Oh, really? Let's just execute it once again, just to see actual error. And now we just execute it once again. And then still. Let's say still some error. And it's where main py call next main py lock requests. It's something simple. Yes. Reset and any DB route is returning a dictionary directly. Let's fix that. Let's also check if there are any other endpoints returning dictionaries directly. App main. Wi-Fi. Of course. YouTube. Routers, YouTube. User management. Update. Oh. Interesting. It looks like Claude doing, yes. So, by the way, previously it's worked fine. Fixed global exceptions, pattern replaced. Let's see very quickly. Okay, now is my account is not enabled. Let's do that thing. Execute. And then you need user execute. Okay. Welcome none. So I can say romantic update. Really? Let's see here. Maybe we can find that error. When I try to update user. Let's insert it. It should maintain previous and this application, correct? So found one files, read from, looking at the code. Let's check admin page templates. Looking, working. While it's working, let's see if we have, okay, we received some latest news. OpenAI release GPT 4.5. Of course, Anthropic 3 and 5 billion boost and new Claude 3 and 7 Sonnet model. Okay, Gemini powered AI model transform search. If you don't remember, we signed for that search capabilities. In-house AI to rival OpenAI. Interesting that it's a lot of raters, but not actual Microsoft. Meta Llama voice and agentic AI on the horizon. With next version. According to Meta, Llama is envisaged on Omni. Do we have anything like and match GPT rivals and fraction of size? Qwen 32 billion model. Of course, and Baidu Ernie open sourcing to counter DeepSeek model in mid-March. It's still not mid-March, so we still don't see it. Let's look at here. Introduction of Llama 4 and AI agents. And it's looking on some CNBC news rather than to Meta. Okay, we have our search enabled here. So as of March, Wikipedia, iMeta, Llama 2 AI, Llama 4, and it's okay. Cool. Just refresh worked here. Nice. So Llama and Llama 4 shared a glimpse of into Meta massive AI project training Llama 4 on cluster with over 100,000 H100 GPUs. Great to visit one of our data center training Llama models on cluster bigger than this. Cool. Small Llama models. And that's it. Read more. And it was 31st of October actually. So not exactly. Of course, we have all Llama, but in models, if we even took newest, we don't see anything like Llama 4. Let's do once again. Llama 4 official AI SDK. Not officially released, however, they have announced plans for multiple releases through 2025, aiming to drive major advancements and enable new. Okay, sorry for misinformation. AI SDK and free open source TypeScript toolkit to build AI powered on Llama 3.1. We have Llama 3.3, which is really cool, but providing guidance in Llama models. And let's look here. Meta Llama, and I believe it's popular repositories, but what we have, it's updated Llama stack line TypeScript, Llama stack ops, Llama stack line Python, and so on. Llama cookbooks 2 days ago. Llama models last week. Let's look on Llama models. Open access, broad ecosystem trust and safety, and we have 2, 3, 3, 1, 3, 2, 3, 2 vision, and waste 3, 3. Installations, and so on. Let's go back to Meta Llama. So looks like Llama 3 is just on separate website. Llamas, yeah. Please use the following repos going forward. As part of Llama 3.1 release, we consolidated GitHub repos and added some additional repos. Please use the following repos going forward. Purple Llama, model development, E2T, deprecated. Meta Llama 3, we're unlocking the power of large language models. Download. Access, Hugging Face. For example, 8 billion instruct, quick start. So here it looks like we can request to try models, and we see that it's 3.370 billion, and for that model we need the website. Really? Because here on models we can download that model for free, of course, with some parameters which available for Llama. Oh, interesting. So Llama 4, it's something we will see in future. And 3.3 not here. Interesting. So it's widely available, but not an official repo. Okay. What's our Claude did tell us? The router is correctly mounted with admin prefix, so route edit should now work. I've added the missing route edit to handle editing user. No, okay. Okay, so now we can work. Romantic. Return to main interface. Hello, romantic. Let's go to channels. Let's call it default channel. Some. It would be YouTube. Oh, really? Default channel. Create for YouTube channel. Oh, edit. Can I change to local? Okay. So for YouTube channel, we have that authenticate, which we can authenticate for YouTube channel, but we don't have functionality to use it a lot, rather than just authenticate on the channel. So let's go to config, create new config, default config, create. And on that default config, now we can choose LLM configurations and prompts parameters. Add new prompt. Summary. Please summarize the file. Please summarize the content below. Create. So it's simple. LLM configs. Create system config. Okay, let's call it O3 mini default system. Reasoning, of course, API URL. We will put it will be something like approach. We know that context window size is 200,000 and it will be 100,000. Create. Let's use default. Create. Let's ask. When I try to create a LLM config, it returns an error. Oh, really? Can we fix it? So we have something like reasoning for temperature, etc., etc. So it's expect something for those fields, but we don't want to provide. So, and it was before optional float and int, and now you see it's making them a string, also optional. It parses them, it sets them, and so on. On even such our small project, you see context is becoming low. So it's something we need to take care about maybe right after it finish those changes. So it's created everything, updated. So if you refresh it, it will create our default. And now if we create LLM configuration, cancel, clone. So model type, API information, context window, max response, temperature, create custom configuration. So we have custom customize system LLMs. Use this. Let's use that as the main model, update custom configuration. So we have our system configuration and our custom configuration. And now in our channels, in our configs, in our default config, we can connect that to our config and it would be cool. Let's see what we can do in our input files. We can upload YouTube link. Let's use some upload link. And select configuration optional. Let's ask why we don't see configurations. When I try to upload a file, it Control Enter or Shift Enter. Okay, let's compact. Compacting. Oh, really? I'm sorry. I just, yeah, not good enough in waiting. Okay. You see, it still show context low. When I go to creating a file input, it don't show my config for my channel, just empty list. Is it a bug? I did few mistakes, but let's see if it will understand. The channel configs aren't shown up. Look in relevant code, input file routers, templates, related model. Why the config might not be shown for a channel? Model spy. It used 3 tools. Yes, this is a bug. The config for your channel aren't shown in dropdown because the code renders input form template isn't querying for configs. Some template expect a configs variable, but it's not been passed. So, and it's deleted. And do we want to make changes? Of course. And we just get in the configs and updating it. Edit, of course. Let's go and see. Now, let's refresh. Okay, default config for channel. Let's download. Don't create task automatically. No. Let's click submit. And view. Task for this input file. Download YouTube. Oh, we haven't started Celery. Nice, we have convert to audio, but I don't remember creating that. Okay, anyway. Yeah, looks interesting, of course. So let's go here. Let's create new bash, and we just need to run Celery locally. It's pick up our download from YouTube link task, and it's completed the task. So let's refresh, and it's doing conversion to audio. Uploads one. It's our user, it's our file ID, it's our what we've downloaded, and there are artifacts: pass, type, name created. And let's see what's going on here. Task completed. So it's created a task. Let's see. So it's our tasks. We have task, which is process input file task. Download YouTube video, of course, and then if we have it, we create new input file task, a new task plus triggered audio conversion task. No, it's not triggered. It's not triggered. Let's see our costs. So it's already about $4, and we executed for 15 minutes. Okay, when we, of course, it's most probably because we have a very large context. When we download a YouTube video, we should trigger audio conversion task. We actually create a task in DB, but not trigger it processing with Celery. Can you check? Let's see. Yeah, you see, it just need to update that process input file task delay new task ID. I found and fixed the issue. Thank you. It was simple, but we just need go here, create new task, and let's just use it. YouTube link, submit, and let's go to that. And we have download YouTube ID 3 pending, no result. Refresh, download it, convert to audio pending, and no result. Let's go to logs. So task completed, and that's it. What if we just stop that and restart. Let's restart that sync. And probably let's restart that sync as well, and Celery. So ready, no new task. That sync also is ready. And we don't have any new task here, of course. Convert to audio, create task not found. OGG 12K, convert now. We created a new task. Oh. Download file. Okay, let's see. Tasks. And for convert to audio, uploaded file. If not, source artifact. Service. Get audio params, of course. And convert to audio source file. Task has no download file. So convert to audio. Get storage provider. And storage provider download file. And in that case, local storage provider upload. Yeah, really we don't have a download file. Okay. Got an error while calling convert audio. Control enter or shift enter? Control enter. Okay, control enter. So it should fix. It's very simple. So it should go and change local storage and of course Azure storage. In local storage it would be just that, and with Azure blob storage it would be file object write something, read all, of course. So let's see if our, probably we need to restart that. Let's restart. Ready. And if this code is also restarted, of course. And let's create another task. Convert now. 6. We send request and Celery. Task complete. Failed. I see. Unsupported task type. So failed. Oh, convert to audio. I see. Failed transcribe audio. But that is completed. Let's see in here. We have our uploads. 1, 2, and it has WebM and OGG. And it's nice. So transcribed audio is failed. And it would be the next step here. Okay, it's quite informational, but looks good that we can run our task for file. Probably we need to slightly change this interface. But overall on dashboard, we can go very quickly to each file and see on which stage, which task we're executing right now. So quite similar to what we have locally, but it would be our not local but remote execution in cloud. Okay, guys, we have about an hour of stream today. We reviewed most recent news, look if we have any new exciting models from not from Chinese but from our United States companies like Meta. They just revealed that they're training LLM Meta 4 and those family. Of course, it would be very cool models because Meta has a lot of money and a lot of resources to train such cool models. And as we see with QWQ 32 billion or 8 billion parameters, 32, 8 billion parameters. Deep reasoning model from China Alibaba Group. We understand that the smaller and smaller models can show the better and better results, like human brain. So it's exciting, and see what others model can do, and yeah, at the same time, of course, I'll try to use such few. For now, I like Cloud Code to do agentic work for me, like agentic developer work. Also, I could try another once again Cursor and see if it provides anything better than that. And I don't want to spend unreal amount of money like $500 for Dave or some other models which are not so reliable. Okay, interesting that saying default config is in bold, and yeah, interface not so cool here. Okay, so overall looks good. Probably we need to add here also add new file or something for all our channels. Okay, anyway. Okay, guys, I think oh, I'm sorry, I'm showing my screen somewhere and I forget I'm not showing it to you. So guys, thank you for being with me, for reviewing all of those. We preparing for new LLM model and for possible some breakthrough in AGI developments, which of course would happen in sometime soon. So far, let's do the best what we can do and what any LLMs or AGI cannot do. Let's learn all the time. Okay, they can learn, of course, but let's learn to not only new knowledge, but learn wisdom, learn to love, learn to accept all the things. Those things are still very unknown for AGI and for all LLM stuff. And all of those things, as we know, not good at human race as well. So let's develop those, because without it, most probably, yeah, we don't. Hopefully not. So yeah, let's prioritize love, acceptance, kindness over everything else, because it's what we need. What we need in this new world, which closer and closer to us, and already we live in this world. We just don't understand that yet in fullness. It's fullness. Okay, guys, I think that's it. Leave some comments or questions in the comment section below the streams. I will see them and will answer you, or we can start next stream with that. Yeah, that's it. Have a great day. Goodbye.